We're going to go over some terminology related to exhibitions and then talk about approaching galleries. One way to categorize exhibitions is basically by how many people are showing art. A solo or two-person exhibition features lots of work by a limited number of people. The reason for pairing artists can range anywhere from the gallery hedging its bets to media diversity or a visual or conceptual link between the artists. A focus group exhibition will feature the work of multiple artists. Often the focus group exhibition will have a theme tying either the artists or the work together, and the artists are each exhibiting multiple pieces. A group exhibition, on the other hand, will often have many artists, each exhibiting only one or two pieces. A juried exhibition is different than a group exhibition simply in how it was organized. The distinctions between types of exhibition venues are varied and increasingly blurred. A commercial gallery exists mostly to sell work and is in business to make a profit, whereas a museum typically is a collecting institution, presenting exhibitions but also preserving works. This is distinct from a non-profit gallery, or what in Europe is often called a Kunsthalle, which also exhibits work but is not a collecting institution. The distinction has been all but eliminated because we do have a lot of spaces that will use the word museum because of the prestige that it carries, while not collecting. Further complicating things is the idea of an alternative space, which are typically nonprofit galleries. The difference between a nonprofit gallery and an alternative space is more attitude than legal. Fairs and festivals are also getting very complicated. Once art fairs typically catered to a very broad public audience and were a good entry point for artists who had collected a body of work but didn't necessarily have gallery representation to go straight to the public. Think of the Cherry Creek Arts Festival down in Denver. These still exist, but today if you say art fair, people are just as likely to think of the gallery-run fairs like Art Basel. These also feature the work of lots of artists, but are catering to a very different audience. In fact, many contemporary galleries make most of their sales through curated art fairs as opposed to from the gallery itself. And then we've got all the complications of digital media and print media. Web-only exhibitions are becoming increasingly popular, and exhibitions in print, such as New American Paintings, allow artists to present their work in publication form. Exhibitions can be organized in any number of ways. A curated exhibition usually has a theme or a focus, and specific works are selected, as opposed to an invitational exhibition, where specific artists are chosen, but the work is up to them. Open calls and juried exhibitions are also very similar, in that anyone who chooses to can apply. Generally, open call is the term we use to describe artists submitting a body of work or an exhibition proposal, as opposed to a juried exhibition where you're usually entering a limited number of works for a group show. And let's not skip the fact that many exhibitions are organized based on networking, either artists working together to create a collaborative exhibition, or simply who you know dictating who gets into the show.